Recording is in progress. Good evening and welcome to session number 12 of our 6 Weeks to Fitness program. Can you believe it's been 6 full weeks? Has it not gone by kind of quickly for you? I know it has for me. And I also know that we've given you a lot of information. You know, some of the information you were able to consume and some you probably didn't know what to do with, but just trust us that the information we gave you is to help you towards achieving your fitness goals. Now, I may be a vegan, or I may be a vegetarian, or I may be a carnivore, I may be a fruitarian, but it doesn't mean that that's what you are going to be, or that's what you want to be. You know, this is just something, my lifestyle is my lifestyle, but my intention and our intention in this program was to share with you different types of exercises, different types of nutrition programs, but you have to choose what resonates with you. If you ask 10 experts one question, what's the best way to lose weight? You may get 10 different answers, but you have to use what resonates with what works for you. So that's what we're giving you information, that you try it out for yourself, and you're going to choose what you want to do. What is going to work for you as you continue this journey? This program was just meant to give you a nice kickstart, to kind of wake you up and put you in the right frame of mind. Some of you have lost weight, yes, and some of you will continue to lose weight if you stay on track. The worst thing we could do now is stop. That's the worst thing you can do. There's a saying, how's it go? A quitter never wins and a winner never quits. Yes, I think that's it. A quitter never wins and a winner never quits. So you cannot be a quitter. You are here to win. I believe we're all on this journey called life, to learn from each other, to be a part of each other, to do good by each other. And that's how we learn. And that is, I believe, how we grow. Now, I didn't write that down in the script. This just comes from my heart, because this is what I believe. We're all here together. We're here to learn from one another. And if we can help each other, I think that's the biggest value right there. If I can help, you know? There was a song I remember growing up and in the church, and it said, if I can help somebody, then my living won't be in vain. That is amazing to me, but it speaks from how I feel. If I can give a kind word to somebody, if I can smile at you on a day where everybody else is frowning, maybe you put a smile on your face. You know, I don't have to burden you with my problems. My problems are my problems, right? But if I can give you a smile, if I can make you smile, I think that's richly rewarding to me, you know? So with that in mind, we guys got to stay focused, realize that none of us are perfect here. We're all here to learn, you know? But if we put our best foot forward each and every day, there's no limit to what you can do. But you've got to try. You know, I remember telling my father many years ago, when I was looking to move to California. I was stationed there for a few years in the Navy, and I wanted to go back because I loved it out there. And, you know, my father and my mother didn't want to see me go back out, go to California. They want this number 7 son to stay home, stay in New York. But my father said to me, he said, son, nothing beats a failure but a try. If that's what you want to do, you've got to at least try. And I say to you, if you're not losing weight, if you're not reaching your goals, have you at least tried? You've got to try. You owe it to yourself to try. And I believe many of you are moving towards your goals. And if you don't, it's because maybe you're not trying hard enough. And I want you to try, because I know you can get there if you try. That's very important, okay? So take the information that we provided and continue putting it to use. You will notice the pounds melting away. We have a lot to do before the end of this session, but before we go any further, I want to ask Donna to show this brief video clip for everyone, and we're going to talk about it.
After 3 months of taking either placebo, found was that after 3 months of taking either placebo, 1,000 units, 2,000 or 4,000 units a day, the actual dose that probably need to reach the target recommended by the Institute of Medicine is approximately 16 units of vitamin D per day. And that's vastly different than the guidelines issued by the Institute of Medicine, which recommend only 600 units a day for adults up to age 70. We have increasing evidence that higher levels of vitamin D, for instance, may be very important for improving survival from colorectal cancer. A lot of our research has suggested that colon cancer patients have much lower levels of vitamin D in the blood. So if we think that vitamin D is important not only for bone health, but also to protect people against these other chronic diseases, it may be very important to try and figure out what doses of vitamin D supplements people should be on to raise their blood levels. I think regardless of what your race is, it may be prudent to talk to your physician about whether it makes sense to check your blood levels for vitamin D. Because, for all of us living in the New England area in the wintertime, we don't get enough UVB radiation exposure from the sun to make any vitamin D in our skin. And so a lot of us, regardless of race, are deficient in the wintertime in the northeastern United States. So I think regardless of race, it makes sense to ask your physician about whether blood levels of vitamin D should be checked and whether you should go on a supplement to try and raise your levels to promote health.
Very good, very good. Yes, I wanted to share that about vitamin D. Vitamin D is something that we always talk about in our 6 weeks of fitness programs. And I didn't want this program to end without touching on vitamin D. Now, what is vitamin D? Vitamin D is often referred to as a vitamin, but it's really a hormone. And it's produced in the body in response to sunlight and plays essential roles in various bodily functions, including calcium absorption and our immune system support. And according to recent studies, low vitamin D levels have been linked to increased risk of heart disease, hypertension, COVID-19, rheumatoid arthritis, type 1 diabetes, and cancer. Yes, cancer. But vitamin D also regulates mood and reduces depression. Now, if you don't believe me when I say vitamin D helps to boost the your mood and reduce depression, how many of us feel down and maybe a little low energy sometimes because we're now entering the fall and winter months? How many of us? I can't tell you how many people I've run into that because if it's cloudy outside, they're in a dark mood. Or now that the fall has come and we're getting a lot less sun exposure, people become depressed. Am I right? Would you agree with me on that point?
Yes.
Right. Yes, because we know that when the sun is shining high in the sky and it's, late in the evening, but the sun is still out, we're feeling kind of good about ourselves, aren't we? Mm-hmm. We feel good. It's just a natural feeling because you're getting that energy from the sun, that vitamin D from the sun. That's important. But what a lot of people don't know, and this is something that was shared with me on my podcast by another physician. I speak to a lot of doctors on my shows. And this Dr. Christine Bashara, she was telling me, she said, Vince, during COVID, most of the people who passed away during COVID had low levels of vitamin D.
Yep.
You agree with me?
Yes, that's a fact.
Yeah, a lot of people that wasn't aware of that. And when we were told to shelter in place, when they should have been telling us to go out and get some sun. Go out and get some sun. That's what we needed God didn't put us here without some type of support and help. He or she is not going to let us suffer without having a remedy, something to help us out. And so when I looked at that, and I said, you know what, we need to be out there in the sun. And so I started talking about that because vitamin D is free. You can't patent vitamin D from the sun. You can't patent it. Man likes to patent stuff, so you got to buy it. You want some sunlight? All right, $50, $500 for one ray of sunshine. Left up to them, that's what they would do. But no, God said, in the beginning, He created the heavens and the earth, right? And also, it was out form and void, and darkness on the face of the deep. But He brought the sun and the moon in the sky to help us, and we've got to use that. And so, all I'm saying is, we have got to make sure we have proper vitamin D levels. Not just COVID, but also arthritis, type 1 diabetes, cancer. It was also shared with me by the same doctor that most people who get cancer have low vitamin D levels. Mm-hmm. I was like, what? Vitamin D is that important? So that's why I must share that with you before this program is over, to make sure you're getting your vitamin D. And now I also was doing some research on vitamin D, and these two well-known doctors were talking about it, and they were saying that there is no such thing as the cold and flu season. I was like, what? There is only low vitamin D season. And I was like, wow. So you're telling me that when people get colds and the flu during this time of the year, it's usually because they have low vitamin D? And that's what he was saying. Did you know that? Were you aware of that? So we've got to start checking our vitamin D levels. Am I right?
Yes.
Right. So next time you go to the doctor, you can ask about that.
Yeah.
To check. Okay? Because you'll be surprised. And did you know that most people of color are vitamin D deficient?
Yes.
And the darker your skin, the more vitamin D deficient you usually are. Right? Now, especially if you're north of the equator, you're closer to the equator, you get a lot more sun. But the further away you move from the equator, the more vitamin D you're going to need. Okay, so it behooves us to have our vitamin D levels checked, especially when it comes to cancer, even prostate cancer. That's another cancer you have to be aware of, low vitamin D levels, right? So these are things that I want you guys to be aware of. We've got to take care of our health. And something as simple as vitamin D, but it's very powerful. And you get it from the sun. The sun is there, so don't run from the sun, it's there. In the summertime, we get a lot more sun, because you're outdoors more. But in the winter, in the fall and winter, what do? We cover up, right? Mm-hmm. We cover up, and we're going to run from the house to the car, all right? Or the house to the bus, wherever it is. And we're going to stay covered up because we don't want any type of exposure to the cool weather. But you're also not getting exposure to the sun either, all right? So be mindful of this. This is extremely important. And any way possible that you can start getting more sunlight, take it. It's important. That's why a lot of people, they run to the Caribbean in the winter to get that sun, right? That's important. Get that sunlight, that heat, all right? But when I found out how people were getting sick from not having vitamin D, something as simple as vitamin D. And I remember during the COVID crisis, how this one city in Spain, when they found out about this, what they did, they made it mandatory for their population to get vitamin D. But some other countries were denying their fellow countrymen from getting vitamin D. It's like they were saying, no, we want you guys to get sick. We don't want to help you. And in Sweden, they found that most of the nurses in Sweden who died were dark skinned. So if we can stand in the house by the window or in the, Kiana, what was that question? Kiana, what was that question?
I was just saying, like, so if you stood in the doorway or like the window to get the sunshine without, like, during the winter, without actually standing in the outside cold, but that still is probably not as much, but some way.
Not as much if you're outside in it, but still would help. But you know what? It also helps when you don't have much clothes on, because you need to get your skin needs to be exposed to the sun.
Mm-hmm.
One of the things that I do out here where I am is in the morning, I will go out because when the sun comes up and just look at that beautiful sunshine and hang in the sun for a few minutes, They say we need like 15 minutes of exposure, but you get what you can. But we're so quick to go inside and hide from it, but we need that sunlight. We need that exposure because it's only going to help you. It's a natural form of resistance to all these chronic diseases. It's a natural form of building your immune system. Vitamin D supports your immune system. 70% of your immune system is in your gut. And you need that vitamin D to get in there and to your kidneys and your liver and help your gut. That's why it's so important. That's why when people tell me about those who suffered so much during COVID, and it hurts my heart because I know that there were so many ways that we could have prevented it, not only because there was low levels of vitamin D, but because we ate poorly. And I said to people, it amazed me that so many people during the pandemic went out and bought toilet paper. And I said, here they are buying toilet paper, but when the foods that they're eating has no fiber. They're eating a lot of processed foods, eating a lot of foods that has no energy, nothing, no fiber whatsoever. And yet you're buying all this toilet paper that's not going to be used. But more people gain weight. It was called Quarantine 15. More people gain weight during the pandemic. And even today, they're still trying to get rid of that excess weight. But the key is to change the way you eat. Cut back on the processed foods. Start eating foods that have fiber. And realize that food is information. Now, I didn't say inflammation because some foods are, but food is information. Foods communicate with your cells. Real food, that is. If you're eating apples, whole foods, oranges, fruits, vegetables, there's a communication that goes on with your cells. And your cells only can communicate with real food. So if you're eating foods that's not living, that's not giving you any nutritional value, your cells are not responding to that food. So we've got to eat better, eat more real food, and then move our bodies. And that's what this program has been all about. Eating real food, moving your bodies, because your bodies were meant to move. It's a saying, if you don't use it, you lose it. And it's so true. So we want to make use of our bodies. We only have one, and I'm sure they're working on trying to replace us with AI, but that's not going to happen, okay? That's not going to happen. We are social beings, so we need to interact with each other. We need to move with each other. We need to help one another. So let's make sure that we put movement into our lives. Walking 30 minutes a day makes a whole tremendous difference. Walking, running, hiking, skiing, doing anything you can do to keep moving. And that's why we talked about the high intensity interval training in the class. We talked about doing functional fitness in the class. And hopefully later today, shortly, we're going to have George go over some functional fitness exercises. But what I'm getting at is, if you start working with your body, listen to your body. If your body says, okay, look, I'm tired, you worked me out hard today, then you rest. You listen to your body. But your body's also telling you, I need to eat real food. I need real food. I need replenishment. I need fulfillment. Your body's telling you, I need movement. You got to give your body what it needs. And that's what this program is all about, giving you the information that we hope will help you, sustain you, and help you to go a long way. And know that we're here for you. And anytime you feel you get weak and you need somebody to talk to or some encouragement to keep going, that's what we're here for, to help you along the way. This is just the beginning of your journey. This 6 weeks is just your beginning. Now, there are a few of us on here who's been with us for some time, and that's true. But for those of you who this might have been your first foray into the 6 weeks of fitness programs, just know that it's the beginning. And we may have another one coming up. I don't know yet, but there are also other resources online. And I believe Liz found some. Paul told me about it as well, where AARP has these different programs. So there's no reason, right? Am I right?
Yes.
Yes, and there's no reason to not continue this program, because they got some really awesome programs out there. And I believe if you're of a certain age, that is, they're free. So you can look into those programs, and that will help you. So there's no reason we should stop. We should keep going. Granted, we like to give you that personal interaction. We like to give you that accountability, Liz, and the videos you shared of the sessions we have done. Yes, you have the videos, thank you, Liz, of the previous sessions. You'll get this video today as well with George. So we are arming you with everything you need to keep going. There's no reason to stop. This is just the beginning. But again, you don't want to quit. That's the worst thing you can do. Because if you quit, you're quitting on yourself. You're not quitting on me because I'm going to the gym in the morning, right? Well, I'm going to make sure I'm eating healthy. I'm going to do what's necessary for me. But if you quit, you're quitting on yourself. And I think you are worth it. Don't quit on yourself. Don't let yourself down. I don't care who you are, who you think you are. You have the power to reclaim your health. It's totally up to you. No doctor's going to do it. It's up to you to do it. And you'll be a better person for it. And another reason why I'm such an advocate for exercise, because I know that when I'm working out, I feel that energy through my body, the blood flow. I'm sorry?
Sorry about that, Vince.
No, okay. I thought you were saying something. And I want you to consider doing strength training, please. Especially for you women. Strength training is so important. It's going to help push the sugar from your blood into the muscle. It's going to give you more energy, more strength. And we all want to be independent as we get older, right? Now, and as we get older, we want to be independent. We don't want to have someone have to push us around, you know. We want to be able to get up on our own, sit down when we want to sit down, go grocery shopping when we want to, get in the car and go somewhere, whatever you want to do. But it comes with being healthy and taking these steps to ensure that you have the health that you need to carry out your life's journey, because we are all on a journey. We're all on a journey. But you need to have certain equipment to accomplish, to achieve, to go on that journey. You need your body. Surely when we leave this earth, we're not taking the body with us, that's fine. But while we're here, we need the body to take us to where we need to go. So don't sell your body short. It's waiting for you to help them. Get that vitamin D. Get it. It's going to help you. Again, if you haven't checked your vitamin D levels, you're going to be pleasantly surprised what it can do. If you have low vitamin D levels now and you're not feeling the best you can, that might be why. But when you realize that, you start taking vitamin D, it's going to be such a jolt to your system to say, now I feel better. Now I feel more empowered, because now you're giving your body what it needs. Because don't think I don't know what I'm talking about when I'm saying most of us are vitamin D deficient. We really are. So we need to make sure we have more vitamin D in our blood. That's going to make a tremendous difference, especially during this time of the year. fall and winter, as these doctors said, there's no such thing as a cold and flu season. It's low vitamin D season. And I don't get sick much, and I can attest to the fact that I take vitamin D almost every day. I say almost every day, so, and I attribute that to it because I know the importance of it. So I would admonish you the next time you go to the doctor or make an appointment, check my vitamin D levels, please. And you're going to find exactly what I'm talking about. And you can get the supplement, you can get it from most vitamin stores, vitamin D3 to help supplement. You can supplement just in case you're not getting enough from the sun. We're not getting enough from the sun. Sonia, thanks for reminding of vitamin D. Yes, I didn't want this program to end without going over my friend, vitamin D. I was like, oh, I just wanted to tell you about that because it's so important. It's a game changer.
And may we add with K2, Vince, please?
Yes, that's true. Vitamin D3, K2 helps you to absorb vitamin D. So when you go out to purchase vitamin D, try to get vitamin D with K2. Okay, K is in kite. That helps you to absorb the vitamin D better into your body. Thank you for that. That's very important. Because I always make sure I have vitamin D with K2. So this is great though. And I think if George is all ready, we're gonna switch this part of the program. Oh, 1 second. Doesn't calcium also help absorb vitamin D? Well, vitamin D also helps. Vitamin D helps to absorb calcium. It's the other way, okay? But this is great. We have a lot to get through today. So I want to see if George is on. And if he is, we're going to let you guys get ready, build some muscle, and let's roll. Is it better to liquid form or pill? Well, liquid is quicker to your system. Liquid is absorbed faster than pill form. Okay, that being said, are we ready, Donna? Can we see you?
All right, let me have you flip over to your stomachs. You're gonna bring your hands just underneath your shoulders. And bring the tops of your feet onto the mat. And take a big deep breath in. And extend the arms up. And then exhale. Back down. Inhale, you're pushing up. Just gently imagine that you're moving the ground beneath you away. And exhale down. Big deep breath in. The next one, we're going to bring it up and we're going to hold it. And as you're here, I'm going to bring your shoulders back towards the rear of the mat. Moving your chin up towards the front of the mat. And exhale down. Inhale, bring it up. Hold it for 3 breaths. Moving the hips towards the mat. And exhale, lower yourself back down. Big deep breath in. Shoulders are moving back away from the ears. And exhale. Let's go one more time. Inhaling up, extending the arms. Moving the chin towards the top of the mat. And exhale, stay up. You're going to tuck your toes. And from here, we're going to bring our butts and our hips up to the air. Bring our heels down towards the ground. And from here, you're going to lift one heel and then the other. So walking it out right here. Gently moving, pulling the heels down towards the ground. Focusing on the deep breaths. On your next exhale, you're gonna bring both heels down towards the ground. Big deep breath in, bring your right foot up towards the ceiling. And then we're gonna exhale. Move the right foot over towards the left side of the mat. Keeping those arms straight in the heel, pulling down towards the ground. And inhale, bring the heel back up towards the ceiling, extending the legs straight. And exhale. Step the right foot forward in between the left and right hand. You're gonna spin that left heel down, plant it. We're gonna start to rise up. Inhaling, bringing the arms up above the head. The outer edge of the left forward, moving your hips towards the top of the mat, moving to that knee, the right knee. Exhale, frame the right foot. Step the left leg back. We're going to pull our chest down towards the ground. Inhale, extend the arms up. Gazing up towards the ceiling. And exhale, tuck your toes. Hips to the ceiling, heels to the ground. Take a big deep breath in, bring your left foot up towards the ceiling. Extending the knee. And as you exhale, you're going to bend that left knee, moving the left foot over towards the right side of the mat. Next inhale brings the left heel back to the ceiling. And as you exhale, stepping the left foot forward in between the left and right hand. Spin the right heel down towards the ground. And extending our upper bodies up. Bringing the arms up above the head. Using the outer edge of your right foot to push yourself deeper into the left knee as you move your hips towards the top of the mat. Next exhale, frame the left foot, step the left leg back. We're pulling ourselves down towards the ground. Chest to the ground, elbows are close to your body. It's a controlled movement. Moving with intention, extending the arms, pulling the chest forward. And exhale, sucking the toes. Bring your heels towards the ground and your hips towards the ceiling. Hold here for about 3 breaths. Take this time to capture your breath if you've lost it. Inhaling deeply through the nose. And exhaling deeply through the nose. 2 more breaths. Shoulders are being pulled away from the ears. 1 more breath. And on your next exhale, we're moving the hips towards the ground, extending them. Bringing the chest down towards the ground. Inhale, extending the arms straight. Exhale, suck the toes. Hips to the ceiling. And I'm gonna bring that right heel back up to the ceiling. Exhale, bend the right knee over towards the left side of the mat. Inhale brings the right heel back up. And exhale. Step the right foot forward. Spin the left heel down. And we're bringing our upper bodies up, arms up above the head. Bringing your gaze up towards your thumbs as you bring your palms together. And exhale. Frame the right foot, step the right leg back. Elbows close to the body as you pull your chest towards the ground. Inhale. Pulling the chest forward. And exhale. Tucking the toes. Heels towards the ground, hips towards the ceiling. Take a big deep breath in. Left heel towards the ceiling. And as you exhale, you're bending the left knee, moving the left foot over towards the right side of the mat. Inhale. Brings the left foot back up to the ceiling with the leg straight. Exhaling out. Move the left foot forward. Spinning that right heel down. Finding your grounding. Lifting the upper body up. Arms up above the head. Palms together as you gaze toward the thumbs. And exhale. Frame the foot. Step back. And we're going to bring our chest to the ground. We're going to go do that again. We're going to add something to it. Bring the chest towards the floor. Elbows tight to the body. Inhale, extending the arms straight. And exhale. Tucking the toes. Heels towards the ground, hips to the ceiling. Inhale. Bring the right foot up towards the ceiling. Exhale, bringing the right knee over towards the left side. Inhaling. Extending the leg, moving the heel to the ceiling. Exhale, step forward. And spin the left heel down. Rising up, bringing the arms up above the head. Hips moving towards the front of the mat. Outer edge of the left foot pushing you in towards deeper to the right knee. And exhale, opening the arms up to a T. Turning your hips and chest towards the left side of the mat as you continue to move forward into that right knee. And exhale, cartwheel the right hand down. Set the right leg back. Pulling the chest towards the ground with the elbows close to your body. Flip the tops of the feet into the mat, once down all the way. Extend the arms straight. Looking up towards the horizon. And exhale. Suck your toes, hips to the ceiling, heels towards the ground. Big deep breath in, you're extending the right leg, the left leg up towards the ceiling. Exhale, bending the left knee, moving the right foot over towards the right side. Inhale, moves the left foot back to the ceiling. And exhale. Step forward. Bring the left foot forward. Grounding that right heel. Moving our upper bodies up. Arms up above the head. Gazing up towards our thumbs. Hips facing the front of the mat. And exhale, open your arms out to a T. Turning your chest and your hips towards the right side of the mat. Continue using the outer edge of your right foot to push deeper into that left knee. And next exhale, cartwheel the hands down. Step the left leg back. And we're pulling ourselves back down. We're going to go through that again. Inhale, extending the arms, pulling the chest forward as you gaze into the ceiling. And exhale, touch the toes, hips to the ceiling. Deep breath in. Right leg extended up. And exhale, bending the right knee, right foot over toward the left side of the mat. Inhale. Bring that right foot back to the ceiling. And exhale. Step the right foot forward. Spin the left heel down. Rising up. Gently pushing the ground away from us as we lift. Gazing up towards your thumbs. And exhale. Opening the arms out to a T. Pushing deeper into the right knee. Big deep breath in, lift the chest. And exhale. We're going to cartwheel down hands. Step the right leg back. And we're pulling the chest towards the ground. Inhale. Flip on the top of the feet. Chest pulls forward. And exhale. Tuck your toes. Heels to the ground, pushing the hips to the ceiling. Take a big deep breath in, lifting the left heel to the ceiling. And exhale, bend the left knee, moving left over towards the right side of the mat. Inhale, left foot back up to the ceiling with the leg extended. And exhale, bring the left foot forward, spinning the right heel down. We're lifting the upper body straight up. And exhale, opening the arms out to a T. Moving deeper to the left knee. And exhale. Cartwheeling the hands down. Stepping the left leg back. And let's pull the chest towards the ground. Lifting the top of the feet. onto the mat. Elbows tight, extending the arms, pulling the chest forward, shoulders away from the ears, and exhale. Tuck your toes. Breathe only for 5 breaths. Keep moving the hips to the ceiling. Inhaling deeply through the nose and allowing it to leave through the nose. Get 3 more breaths here. Two more. On your next exhale, we're gonna bring our knees towards the ground. And then from here, I want you to extend your right arm straight out, your left leg out. I'm gonna bring it back in and go again. Inhale as you extend. Exhale as you bring it in. Points of contact that are touching the floor. Gently use those to push the ground beneath your way. Let's get one more and switch. Now extending the left arm, the right leg. Lifting as high as you can, being able to balance. Continue to bring your attention to your breath. Let's get 2 more. Exhale, bring the hand down. I'm gonna have you keep your feet about shoulder width apart a little bit more. And you're just gonna push your hips back towards your heels. And breathe. Keeping the chest lifted. And relax. So 30 seconds, you're gonna stand, you're gonna join me in the standing position of standing up. We're gonna be running in place. So we can go here, or you can slow it down. You're just marching in place, bringing the knees up high. The main goal is that we keep moving. Let's go for it. You want to be light on your feet. So even if that means taking light steps, we want to keep it low impact. Remember to take big, deep breaths. And keep moving. Keep the legs going. You need to slow it down and march in place. Walk back and forth. The object is to keep moving. Get the arms moving, get the legs moving. Get the chest lifted up, head up high. Take deep breaths, control. A few seconds more. And break. All right, so coming up about 25 seconds, you're gonna be squatting down, come back up, kick out to the left, come down, come back up, kick out to the right. Back and forth. About 10 seconds. Continue to breathe in deep. Now let's go for it. Pulling ourselves down, up, kick out. Down, up, kick out. Pull yourself down into position. And way up, you're pushing the ground away from you. Going down as low as you can, lifting your leg up as high as you can. No more, no less. Remember, you gotta challenge yourself. Exhaling as you come down. Inhale, come up. Exhale, kick. More than halfway there. Pull yourself down, continue to move, even if you need to take a break. And relax. All right. So coming up next, we got butt kicks. So you're gonna be bringing the heel towards your butt. You can start here, and you can progress to here. Whatever you can manage. And let's go for it. Remember to keep the chest up high, head up high, no matter what you're doing. And then deep, keeping the movement going. And you may be here, or you may just be kicking the butt up, kicking your foot up to your butt. Whatever it is, keep your posture upright, head up high. Bring the knee, the foot behind the body. Still remain light on your feet. Few seconds more. And relax. Okay. So coming up next, you got lunges with a front kick. So lunging down, bring the knee up in front, extend out and back. Whatever that looks like for you, give it your best effort. And let's go for it. Go down, pull yourself into position, keep the chest lifted upright, come up, lift the knee, extend. You need to put your hand on the wall, couch, chair, don't hesitate. Let's keep moving. Gently pulling that knee down towards the ground. Controlling every aspect of your movement. Looking for quality reps here. Quality over quantity. Linking our breathing to our movement. That's going to be different for everybody. Point is to find what works for you. And relax. About 25 seconds, we'll do the other leg. Continue to focus on the deep breath. And exhaling out. All right, 10 seconds. And let's go for it. Right leg steps back. Right knee comes up. Extend out. Chest up high. Head up high. As you step back, make sure you're stepping about shoulder width apart. In addition to the distance you step towards the back of the mat. We have a nice stable base. Keeping the belly button in nice and tight. Deep, steady breaths. And notice your breath is going to fluctuate. And relax. All right. So I'm gonna have you start at the right side of your mat. You're gonna take 2 steps to the left. 1, 2, squat down, tap the ground, get as close as you can, and then back. 1, 2. And let's go for it. Doesn't have to be a fast movement. It just needs to be movement. Trying to maintain deep breath. So now you're pulling the hips down, keeping the chest high. You don't need a lot of space to work out. Just gotta want to do it. And relax. All right, so coming up next, and starting at the back part of your mat. Excuse me. You're gonna squat down, bring the hands to the ground, walk yourself out into a plank. Bring the chest down, Hips go back towards your heels, and then you walk your hands and come right back up. Hands up. Squat down, walk out to a plank, down, push up. Push the hips back to the heels. Bring the hands back towards your feet. Hands up towards the ceiling. Moving at your own pace. Walk yourself out to a plank. If you need, you bring the knees to the ground. Chest follows. And then you bring the hips back towards your heels. And we walk the hands back towards the feet. Coming back to a standing position. Squatting down. You never know when you'll be in this position and need the strength to get back up. Nobody's around. Squat down. It's a controlled movement. Push yourself back on your hips. Lift the hands back to the feet. And up we go. Moving at your pace. And relax. If you're down, stay down. If you're up, get down. Gonna bring your feet together, knees apart. Gonna bring your hips back to the heels. Extend the arms out. Just allow the chest to fold right in between the knees. And relax. Bringing the head to a rest. If you've been breathing in and out of your nose, you can choose to open your mouth now. Help to release some of the heat that's been built up. So you open it on the exhale, but continue to breathe in through the nose on the inhale. So allowing your body to move where it's going to move. You're not offering any resistance. Breath in. And exhale. Relax and release. Focusing on each unique breath as it travels throughout our body. And slowly transition coming up. And from here, you're gonna lift your knees up off the ground. Heels coming towards the floor and the hips towards the ceiling. I'm just gonna take some breaths here. Relax the head. Your gaze towards your belly button. Open up the fingers on the hand wide. Gently, with equal force, pushing the ground beneath you away. Focusing on big deep breaths in. Exhale. Continuing to push your hips to the ceiling. Relaxing the toes. Looking right at the belly button. And exhale. Bring your knees to the ground. Whenever you bring your right foot forward, and the left leg is back. You're just going to extend the left leg as far back as you can. The right leg is bent. Bring your hands here to support your body. Relaxing the head. Only moving your body is going to allow you to move without forcing it. Just breathing. So let your hips sink towards the ground. Being aware of those areas where you feel the strongest sensation. As you breathe, sending your breath to that area. You know how the breath will help to open up those blockages. Slowly start to transition out of this. Sending the right leg back. And the left foot forward. Let's see, try to move your right leg back as far as you can. Got your left foot, both hands to help stabilize, support yourself. Just allow your hips to move towards the ground. Nice big deep breath in. And exhale. Get to the point where you can start to move your hands forward. You feel your body trying to access the deeper part of the stretch. When it's too painful, be aware of what it's telling you. It never stops communicating with us. Allow the eyes to relax. Breath to be deep. And let's slowly transition away from that. And from here, you can either keep the top of your feet on the mat or you can tuck your toes. We're going to sit back on our heels. So if you need to, you can place your hands either in front of you. You can place the hands beside you. We're going to try to keep our back straight. Even if your hands are in front of you, the back is straight, the chest lifted. And if you feel comfortable enough, you bring your hands, place them on your thighs, chest lifted up high, head up high. Breathing in deeply. Exhale. Relaxing the shoulders. Try to get your next breath deeper than the last. Chest lifted up high. Pull the crown of the head towards the ceiling. Whichever part of your body is making contact with the body. Using that to push the ground away. And relax. We have a seat with our legs out front. We're going to keep your right leg out. We're going to try to bring our left foot towards the inside of our right leg. Take a nice big deep breath in. Bring our arms up. And then from here, we're going to exhale. We're going to fold forward, reaching for the lowest part of our leg. Directing the energy of your chest towards that right knee. Breathing in deeply. And exhale. So we're going to move the chest towards the knee. Doesn't have to touch. We want to move our body with the intention of it getting there. So the seat of your butt, gently push the ground down away from you. And slowly transition. So we're switching, extending the left leg out. Bringing the right foot in towards the inside of the left leg. Position, take a nice big deep breath in. Lift your arms up, reach up as high as you can. As you exhale, keeping that extension. We're going to fold forward, reaching for the lowest part accessible to us in the left leg. Chest towards the left leg. with the left knee. So and slowly relax, transition out of this, extending the right leg forward. And then from here, lie back. Bring the shoulders underneath the body. Turn the palms of your hands up towards the ceiling. The feet lean out to the side. And relax. Breathe. Bring in as much air as you can during the inhale. Just allowing it to exit. The exit. Just gently allowing yourself to melt down to the ground. Trying to be as still as possible right now. Start to wiggle our toes. Moving the energy back through the body, circling the ankles with the fingers. Slowly transitioning to a seated position. Just come up. Yourselves a nice round of applause. Thank you for sticking in there.
Yes. Sticking in there is right. That was great. That was great. How you guys feeling? Let George know how you're doing. It's the only way we know you're alive if we hear from you. Let's know. Let us know. Was that okay?
We're here.
There you go. There you go. That's what we want to hear. You know, I like how George, he gets your heart rate up, these different exercises that he does. But then the last 10 minutes, 15 minutes, he's bringing it down.
Yeah.
So nice and calming. Because I know those exercises are kind of challenging. There was sweat stinging my eyes, and I didn't get the whole message. Somebody had sweat stinging their eyes. Well, again, he challenges the whole body, you know? He lets you know that you're alive. Liz said, I love the repetition of movements. Yes, very good. Each exercise, each movement is carefully coordinated with George. You know, he has a plan when he does these exercises, which is so good because you have to use your body. A lot of these activities, you know, you're performing some of the everyday activities, some of the daily activities you will perform without even thinking about it.
Yeah.
So you have to make sure you can do it. It's so important, you know? So now, and let George know how you felt about his class these last 6 weeks. How'd you feel about the program? Let George know.
Yeah, I'd love to hear what you liked about it, what you think could be improved about it, what worked for you, what didn't work for you.
Yes, because you're going to get the recording.
And yeah,
Glenna said the program is awesome.
I think,
Thank you.
yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I think the program, the functional aspect of it is wonderful. I think even for improvement though, just reinforce the alternatives, for example, for the knees, et cetera, et cetera.
Yes. Okay, right? Because some people, they can't do some of the activities.
Yeah.
Yeah, most definitely. So
Yeah, the modifications.
the modifications would be
Yeah.
included for the next time we do this,
Yeah.
And when you're doing it at home too, I want to just say, you may, again, it's going to be challenging even when you do it at home, but at home you have the power to stop it, okay? Pause, catch your breath, and then start again, right? Continue where you left off. You have the power to do it in increments, all right? So that's good. But modifications will definitely be on the plate, on the agenda for the next time. And I know you did some of those in the last 6-week program as well. So good point, Queen. Thank you so much. Any other suggestions? George, I did modified versions and I know that I will step it up a notch from the video. Thanks, that's Sonia. Okay, good. So Sonia, you knew how to modify it. Nice. That's very, very important, okay? I know it's challenging, but when you do exercise like this, you know you're alive. Your body's working. Most definitely. Charmaine said to everyone, I did too. Good. You enjoyed it. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Really enjoyed you. Really appreciate you, man. Charmaine says thank you.
Everybody for showing up, and I think this is great what you've done, provided for everybody. I hope they take advantage of it because it can take them along all the information you gave them in just a little amount of time.
Kiana says the program was great. I love the functional everyday aspects of the exercises. And yes, and we're giving all those, even those who didn't show up today, they will get a copy of the video recording. Things do come up, and we want to make sure everyone has the opportunity to participate. It's your own copy to keep it at your, at will, whenever you want to do it. Marjorie says, George, that was very vigorous and feel energized and calm. Your classes are a challenge for me. Yes, I hear you, Margie, but you did it. You got through it. Glenna says, Vince, thank all of you. I am extremely excited about the weight I lost and will continue to lose. Excellent, excellent. All right, so let me do this because at this time, I have someone on the call, on the Zoom, a friend of mine. He's actually a certified personal trainer and inventor. Okay, I interviewed Ed Richardson on my 6 Weeks to Fitness YouTube channel. Some of you might have seen the interview. He is the inventor of a product called the Back Buddy. Ed, right, the Back Buddy. He lost 50 pounds in 6 months. You remember him? He is going to talk about his product and then make a special presentation. Ed? Well, hold up. You're not hearing you. Audio.
He's muted.
There you go. Try it again. You're muted.
Yeah, he's muted.
Okay.
There you go, my brother. My brother from another mother. What's happening?
How you doing, everybody?
Good.
Good. All right. First of all, yes, I would like to talk about my Back Buddy and how it got developed. And it was a very simple idea. I would have to include my wife, who always asked me to scrub her back. Honey, I need you. Come scrub my back for me, please.
Okay.
So out of this, the Back Buddy was invented. I said, you know what, this might be a good idea. And I invented it. And how it works is that it has a huge suction cup. and it affixes itself to the bathroom tile, the shower. And on this side, you have the brushes, soft brushes, and you just lean up against it and you do your thing. After you soap it up, you know, you scrub your back. And this is great for people who have a hard time getting to their back for one reason or another, or needs a beautiful spa-like scrubbing of their back, which is really difficult to do. And this is how the buddy is, the Back Buddy became my invention. And so far, it's currently on Amazon.
Oh,
I'm proud to say I'm getting good reviews. It's, you know, it's moving along. It's just 2 months on the market.
Great.
And I also want to commend everyone who went through this program and lost weight, because as you know, or Vince just mentioned, I lost 50 pounds myself. So I understand your struggle, and it's not easy. You know, I was always on that seafood diet, you know, whatever you see, you eat.
Yeah.
So it didn't do me any justice. So I understand your struggles and continue with the program. You know, even though it's 6 weeks, it doesn't end. It never ends.
Never ends. Yes.
It never ends. And what I would like to do now on behalf of Body Sculpt of New York and 6 Weeks to Fitness program, I'd like to present that Back Buddy Body Shower Scrubber to the following winners in recognition of their hard work and weight loss accomplishments. And if I can get a drum roll, the first place winner is Glenna Gonzalez. So you will be receiving your own Back Buddy as a accomplishment to what you achieved.
Edwin,
Well-
thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thank you so
Oh.
much.
You're more than welcome. And we also have a second place winner. Drum roll.
Drum roll. Woo-hoo.
And that is to Margaret McCagney.
Marjorie, yes.
Yeah, Margaret McCagney, right?
Okay.
Well deserved.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. And also in recognition of their longevity in the program, we have 2 additional winners. We have Liz Tavares. You also will receive a Back Buddy. And also Keelana Wheeler will also receive a Back Buddy. So congratulations to all of you. And that's a pat on your back for the hard work that you put out during those 6 weeks of fitness. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Hey.
Thank you so much, Ed. Appreciate you, man.
Yeah. And by the way, I just wanted to leave you my website. It's called backbuddy.vip. V for Victor, I for ice cream, P for Paul. Backbuddy.vip. So, you know, you can visit it. It'll explain to you how to, you know, connect it to your wall. And very quickly, you just want to avoid the grooves if you have those tiles that have those lines in it. Just put it above or below the suction cup. Okay.
Yeah. May I
All
ask
right.
what's
Congratulations.
the
I'm sure you're going to have many
Yeah.
long uses for the Back Buddy, as you'll find that it's a quality product. And any questions, please reach out to me.
Yeah, I'm curious about how do you keep it, what you know, what do you use to clean the Back Buddy to keep it nice and clean?
Okay. Well, very easily, just some warm water.
Mhm.
You'll find that it's made of antibacterial brushes, so it avoids and helps the bacteria not sticking to it. So
Mhm.
you just rinse it off with warm water and you put it back up on your wall.
Okay.
Very
great.
easy to use.
Very
Very
nice.
simple, very easy to
Wonderful.
use. Any questions, comments, let me know.
Well, congrats to you, Edwin. Congratulations. Wonderful.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Congratulations all the way around.
Edwin, can you
Yeah.
Edwin, can you put your information in the chat for the others, please?
Okay,
At your
I'll let
website.
Vincent do that Vincent?
Okay,
Yeah.
I
One
think I
thing-
see
You
it there.
have all my
Back
information.
buddy. Yeah, I see it there.
okay,
Okay.
we'll send it in the email.
We'll send
Yeah.
it an email. Okay, we'll do it for sure. And make sure those of you who have the Back Buddy, write a review on Amazon too. That would be nice, right, Ed?
Oh, yeah, thank
Ooh.
you. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But thank you so
What-
much, man. Really appreciate it.
Nice, quite nice, nice.
Yes, yes.
Okay,
But-
congratulations again. Thank you, Vincent.
Thank you, Ed. Appreciate you, bro. Talk.
All right, all the best.
All the best now. We'll be in touch. Now,
Yeah.
if the four of you could send me your mailing address, email me your mailing addresses so I can get that over to Ed so he can send it out. Okay, that's important. I think
Yep, right away.
you might want to receive it.
Yep, right away.
Okay, great. And speaking of testimonials, I would like everyone to do me a favor. I'm not sure if you care to do me a favor, but if you don't mind, email me your personal review of the program. And I would like to place your testimony on my 6 Weeks to Fitness website. We have a lot of other testimonials from people who've taken the program in the past. And we want to put some more recent testimonies as far as how you felt about the program. Was it all you expected? Did you accomplish some goals? How did it make you feel? You know, so
Oh, look, I should have done this.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry. I should have put it where I could see everybody.
Oh, okay. Okay. But also,
See?
I also want to thank New York Presbyterian Hospital for their support. I thanked them at the beginning. I want to thank them at the end because they'll probably watch some of these videos. And this program was made possible through a grant from New York Presbyterian Hospital.
Awesome, awesome.
There is no way we could have provided this 6-week program at such a low price without their support. You know, so I want to give thanks to them for seeing the vision and believing in it, believing in what we do. And we want to continue that relationship. Now, another way you can stay in touch with us is by subscribing to my 6 Weeks of Fitness YouTube channel, where I interview fitness nutrition experts, athletes, and celebrities to discuss the importance of living a healthy lifestyle. Vince, George, Don, somebody just left a comment, but I didn't have a chance to read it. Sorry about that. And so if you can if you want to subscribe to my channel, you'll be kept up to date on what I'm doing, who I'm interviewing, and some of the other advice that I'm going to be giving on YouTube. I really want to put more focus on YouTube. So please subscribe to that YouTube channel. And don't forget our special presentation Saturday, November 16th at 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time with Orville Douglas, the fruitarian. Looking forward to that. He's always dropping some valuable golden nuggets of information about healthy eating. Okay, so definitely try to stay tuned for that. And lastly, I will be sending everyone a copy of the latest version of my 6 Weeks to a Flatter Stomach ebook, which is based on my 6 Weeks of Fitness this 6 Weeks of Fitness program. In the book, you will find some of the very same topics we discussed, along with some additional information, some additional exercise classes performed by George and Carmen. And although I may not be there physically with you, the book will be the next best thing. If you follow the advice in the book, you will succeed. Okay, that's important. And I think we've spent a really good time together today. I think we really enjoyed our time. And I want to thank every one of you from the bottom of my heart. I want to thank Donna, but without her, I could not do this Zoom thing. Okay, so she's been on point, helpful all the time, you know. Sonia says, this was a beautiful experience. I will do this again. Thank you, Sonia. We loved having you here and being a part of you, allowing us to be a part of your family, because we care about you. Tricia says, thank you, Vince and Donna. You're so welcome. We love you guys. And I really mean that, you know, but you will be hearing from me, not as much as you have during the 6 weeks, but I will be touching base. George, I can't thank you enough again. From Marjorie to everyone, I'm grateful to you, Donna and Vince. You have changed my life for the better. God bless you, Marjorie. That was our intention, you know. We hope we changed everyone's lives for the better. But this is just the beginning. This is really just the beginning. All right. So I want you guys to stay on track. From Queen Maureen, George, applause. All right. With that being said, I think I've taxed your patience long enough. If you have nothing else to share with me, so I have one more question. Are you going to keep the chat group? I'm going to check with Donna on that because she's the one to mastermind that. So we may keep it for a little while. If you guys don't mind me, touching base via the chat, I think that might be a good idea. Yeah, why not? Right? Right? I think so. And I made up my mind while waiting for Donna's approval. So, so I think we'll keep the chat going. From Kilana, this is fine with me. Okay, good. We'll keep the chat going. Okay, unanimous decision. We'll keep the chat going for a little while. All right. With that being said, again, God bless you all. Have a wonderful rest of your night. I hope to see you on Saturday so we can really have a nice fruitful send-off. Take
Fruitful.
care.
Yeah.
Okay.
And just a reminder to share the flyer with your friends and family.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, 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 yes.
Yes, share the fly. We want as many people on that Zoom call as possible to get the knowledge that Ovell is going to be sharing. It's really going to be a powerful presentation. All right, take care now.
All
Bye-bye.
right.